Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson both have millions and millions and millions of followers on TikTok and YouTube and elsewhere. Um, I feel that that is an extremely dangerous thing. I think that they are both very entertaining, especially for young people. And by young people, I mean people in their late teens, early 20s. And that entertainment value, and this also applies to Nick Fuentes. There's an entertainment value that draws younger people in, and then ends up with these young people also being exposed to what I consider to be the extremely dangerous ideas of these three people. All three of them have been described by people much smarter than me as actual virulent anti-Semites. And we're going to talk about a little bit of that today in this video. And I think that's really dangerous. Anyway, I think that's having an extremely negative impact on people under 30 in this country who follow those three people with regularity and watch their programming with regularity. But anyway, and I think, you know, some of that has been evidenced with Candace Owens. I mean, she put out, within the last couple of years, she put out a multi-part kind of docu-series about how the president of France, Macron, about how his wife is trans, was not actually born a woman. And Candace Owens is being sued for defamation right now by the president of France and his wife, Brigitte, over those claims of Brigitte being trans. And that's a whole other rabbit hole to go down. But I think that there's a sensationalist kind of aspect to the content that is put out by Candace Owens and Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes that, you know, I mean, shock value still draws attention from people. I mean, that's one of the things that I learned 30 plus years ago, when, you know, I was painting houses to put myself through the rest of undergrad and my first year of law school. And the guy that I painted houses with, who's one of my best friends on this planet, who I played in a bunch of bands with back in the day, a guy named Kevin. Every morning we used to listen to Howard Stern for, I don't know, 3 hours while we were painting. Then we'd take our lunch break, and every afternoon we'd listen to Rush Limbaugh. Not because we believed anything that Rush Limbaugh had to say, but it was entertaining. And, you know, we were just like, man, this guy's fucking racist and full of shit, but it was entertaining. And in February of 2026, with the internet being what it is now, and with social media being what it is now, and everybody's attention spans having been shrunk down to almost nothing, these influencers, especially on the right, and some of them on the left as well, are doing absolutely everything they can to keep people's attention. And you do that with inflammatory, conspiracy-driven drivel that may have a kernel of truth to it, but then it just gets expanded upon in a way that ends up being incredibly detrimental and damaging to young people in this country. And I firmly believe that.